Okay. Oh, let's see. I got all the parts on the rifle. Some parts are easier to put on than others. We'll start. We'll start with the handguard removal tool. This is actually pretty easy to use. This particular one, it's a Pro Mag. It has rubberized grips on it. Goes. This little part here goes in your magazine well, and it slips on. Again, I have no tripod. Probably should have bought a tripod, but it's kind of boring. Goes on like that. Hope you saw that. Probably not, but what you do? Goes on like that. Hold the gun up. Squeeze this, and then you pull down on it. You pull down. It pulls down the delta ring, and you remove your handguards. Alright. It makes it a little easier. I think it's a pretty good investment. Okay, now we're gonna start up top here. Turns out I really didn't need the pit continuizer because I thought that I would need it to rise up the sled a little, but turns out I didn't. I have enough room between the peep sights to look through the lens of the red dot. The red dot was already on there. I got that over summer. It's an Adco. It's a pretty nice red dot if you're looking for one. Anyway, back to the front here. And the tri-rail. Sorry here. Oh my tri-rail barrel mount. This was kind of a pain in the ass to put on. What I had to do, I had to toy with it a little bit. Otherwise, I would have showed you how I put it on, but it took me a while. What I did, you slip it on over the muzzle, all the way down, and take a screwdriver like this. Sorry. Take a screwdriver. You have to pry it open and put the shims in there and just kind of move them around, get them centered. Comes with two shims. These are thinner ones, probably. It's for a thicker barrel, probably like a bull barrel. It comes with two different shims. You jockey it around, fits on there. I have nothing to put on there yet, but I plan on getting maybe a laser sight, and I'm definitely getting a flashlight. Okay, moving on down. The best thing I put on this rifle so far, next to the red dot, my backup sight from Magpul. This is the M-Bus. I think it says M-Bus. Oops. Yeah, the M-Bus Magpul sight has two different peep sights, and long range and short range. I have the short range one there. Sorry, speed is kind of fucked up, but whatever. You flip this down like that. You have your short range sights and your long range sights. Now, what I like about the long range, you could use this. I found you could use this in conjunction with the red dot. Now, what that does, in my mind, since my red dot has 4 reticles, has 2 different size dots, and a couple other ones, see there, it like constricts, it makes the reticle smaller when you look through the long range sights, so you get like a more accurate shot. I'll test that theory out once I find a better range to shoot at. Alright. This is forgot something. It flips on real easy. This. So if just want to use the red dot, and it has a switch, like a button here, right here, and same on the other side. There was ambidextrous. Push it down, flips up. If you're right to left here, and moving on down, have my UTG. My Model 15 pistol grip. This is real nice. A little bit of a pain in the ass to put on. Now what this does, well, I like it. It's all rubber. It gives you a thumb rest here, like finger grips here. Other side has a palm swell, and this here is for adjustable trigger reach. Now it's kind of awkward at first, but it focuses my hand up a little bit, so you squeeze the trigger, the trigger. Because on the stock grip, my hand was back here, and I was pulling the trigger. Since I'm used to shotguns, and I'm used to pulling the trigger, but with this grip, it's more comfortable. So like this is kind of really uncomfortable. So moves your hand. It helps move your hand up here, so you squeeze the trigger. You squeeze the trigger on a rifle, and you pull the trigger on a shotgun. It has a little compartment here for storage. This comes out, sticks in there pretty good. Now, one thing you got to remember when you change grips on an AR-15. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but there's a tiny little spring that's, I forget what side it was on. There's a tiny little spring that sits in between the grip and your lower receiver. That's for your safety. I found out the hard way. I went to go take off the old grip. I went to go take off this grip here, and the little tiny spring came out. And the safety was moving all over the place, so I had to find it. And you have to kind of play with it a little bit. You have to put it on upside down. Have the tiny little spring. It's only about that big. It's a little hole, like a little section in the lower receiver, and a little like hole in the grip. See that little tiny hole there, right there? That's where the little spring goes. And you have to make sure they're in both sections and push it down, and get a fairly long screwdriver and put it on. I'm really happy with everything that I put on this rifle. It's a little more customized for me. Next thing I hope to get maybe after Christmas will be a weapon light. I'm not going to take the one off my M&P because that one stays on that gun. I'm going to get a longer one for this one. Maybe a tripod. Only thing I really didn't need for this was my 2-slot riser. But hey, it's better to have it than not need it, and then need it and not have it, as a lot of people always say. But I mean, hey, who knows? I might be able to sell it, or I might keep it. You never know. All right. Well, please subscribe. If you want, leave comments. I appreciate it. And that's the way it happens.